How do you transform an inexpensive Ontario pork shoulder blade roast into a crowd-pleasing meal of pulled pork on a bun? The secret is slow cooking, and the result is tender and tasty. Kimberly Green, home economist and registered dietitian, is going to guide us through the preparation of this Ontario pork specialty. Today we're in the kitchen and we're learning a great slow cooker recipe from Ontario pork. Kimberly, what are we making today?
Today we're making Ontario pulled pork.
Sounds delicious. What type or what cut of pork are we using with this recipe?
Well, you can use any type of roast, like a loin roast or even a tenderloin, but traditionally pulled pork is made with a shoulder roast. Pork is very nutritious in that it's an excellent source of protein, has lots of B vitamins, minerals like zinc and iron. If you're looking to reduce your fat, you want to choose the leaner cuts or trim the visible fat off.
Sounds like pork is nutritious. Is this an easy or hard recipe?
Well, this is actually a really easy recipe, and that's a great thing about cooking in a slow cooker. So what we do is we take 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, some Dijon mustard, and we're going to make a paste with this. We've got a tablespoon of dried thyme, and we've got cracked black peppercorns. And we just mix this together, and if it's not enough of a paste, you just want to add a little bit more mustard. The great thing about cooking in the slow cookers is that it doesn't have to be precise. So what we're looking for is a paste here, and this is going to get rubbed all over the outside of our pork shoulder blade, and that'll give it some really intense flavor. So I'll get you to put that on the outside.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get started on our glaze, which is very easy. It's just a cup of barbecue sauce, prepared barbecue sauce, or your own homemade, and a cup of apple juice, or you can use sweet wine.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
So you just mix that together.
So far, it sounds like it's an easy recipe. I mean, myself, being busy, trying to balance and maintain life. Is this something that I can do in the morning and it's going to be ready when I get home from work?
Absolutely, yeah. With a slow cooker, you just put it on and it's ready when you get home, and the smell is fantastic. And it's also great, there should be some leftovers, which is really nice for the second day.
That was easy. I mean, we rubbed it and I've washed my hands. Do I just put it in the slow cooker now?
Yep, it just goes in the slow cooker.
Okay.
And we turn it on high, and it cooks for about 4 to 5 hours. And then we add the glaze on top. Just get you to
So we're putting the glaze on now.
That's right, put the glaze in. And then you put the lid on, plug it in, and it's ready to go.
Oh, so what if somebody doesn't have a slow cooker? Can we cook this in the oven?
Yes, it can be done in the oven as well at low temperature, and you just use a big roasting pan with aluminum foil over top. So it just goes in the slow cooker with the lid on for 4 to 5 hours on high, or 8 to 10 hours on low. So Tracy, we've taken the pork out of the slow cooker, and we've poured the glaze into a saucepan, and we're going to heat that just to thicken it a little bit.
Okay, so how long are we going to be putting this on for?
You know what, just a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, but while we're doing that, you're going to actually pull the pork, and that's why it's called pulled pork. You just take 2 forks and shred the pork.
Okay. Can I freeze this pulled pork?
Yeah, if you think you have too much, this is quite a large serving, you can freeze it at this stage in a baggie, already pulled. I would leave the glaze off. You can always add barbecue sauce later.
Now, how am I going to serve this pulled pork?
So once you've shredded it, put it back into your slow cooker just to heat through and let the sauce give it a good flavor. Then you serve it on a bun with lettuce and tomato. It's a really popular dish in place of burgers nowadays. Traditionally, it's served with coleslaw, which is great on top of the pulled pork or on the side. You can also make pulled pork into appetizers, and what's really popular right now are sliders, or really tiny little buns with pulled pork, or the crostini, which also has pulled pork on it, is a great appetizer.
Well, it smells delicious. My mouth is watering. I can't wait to try this recipe. If somebody would like to get more information, where can they find it?
They would go to putporkonyourfork.com.
Well, thank you very much, Kimberly.
Thanks, Trace.